No, PC only. The only like games like this on PS4, there's PSO2, which is in complete Japanese, and there's Knights of Valor, which I haven't played in months. Actually, it's been like a year since I played that game. I kind of stopped playing it because the native version, the Taiwanese version, shut down. And they still have the international version up. That's like, how long are they going to keep it up for? Kind of like killed my interest in playing anymore. I don't know who's like still developing for it or something, because they like said that they had to shut it down for various reasons. But you can play that game if you want. It's not entirely similar to this. It's a lot slower paced. And there's also a lot more RNG too. That's another thing about that game. There's like RNG for everything in that game, and the cash shop is, I wouldn't call it predatory, it's just like there's not a lot of good stuff in there. It's a really grindy game, but the core gameplay is very fun. probably the closest like action MMO that actually plays like a real beat 'em up in terms of how the mechanics work, and I know it's not all damage and stuff. You actually do have to like dodge attacks and things. It's just the RNG to get anything in that game is just like out of control, so I don't really play it anymore. But it's still up. They added Ma Chao recently, like I think a couple months ago. I haven't really kept tabs on the updates. Let me get you the link right now. Hold on, I'll pull up the page. Just give me a second. So these costumes are pretty much pointless. They do have like a little bit of stuff with them. The skill scrolls are nice because they give you some more SP. And one hero spirit is basically nothing, so don't buy the costumes if you do play the game. Unless you just like the way that they look, they're not really worth buying. They give you some free stuff with PS Plus. They give you a pretty decent weapon with the starter character. These are the ones that you always have for free. And the rest of the stuff is kind of just whatever. So if you have PS Plus for like another game or something, you can get that. It's a pretty nice start. Yeah, it looks like the latest character they have is Ma Chao. They don't have anybody after him. They're like, I think like 2 or 3 characters after him, and then the game shut down in Taiwan. So this is actually pretty nice. You can actually get through a bunch of the like the grinding if you buy this. It's 15 bucks. So the growing packs are worth it if you like the character. It also gives you the character with it as well, so you don't have to grind for them. You can grind for the characters. They have like an achievement system, and it gives you some of the currency. So if you grind out enough, you can get them for free, but you don't get this stuff with them, so you basically have to level them with whatever else you find, and the RNG is really shitty in this game, so... they also have a free trial every week, so they'll have like one character that you don't own, that you may not own, will be available for free, and you can play them and try them out. There's no like limitations on playing them at all, and once the trial ends, your progress is saved, so if you want to buy them later on, then you'll have all your gear and everything. The rest of the stuff is mostly just like if you like the game and you want to cut back on the grinding. I think this is the worst thing about this game is like every 9 levels you have to promote. And to do that you have to get these materials, and it's such a boring grind. And they have the option to just pay to not do the grind. It's not even speed up the grind, it literally just gives you everything. So, I mean, if you have money, that's an option too. The game is very grindy, the RNG is terrible. It's why I stopped playing it, but the gameplay is very enjoyable for the most part. What's up, dude? I mean, it's not like you can't get that stuff without paying. It's just, it's a massive grind. It's one of those games where it's like if if you pay real money, you can get it pretty much right away. The problem is the grind is boring and the RNG is terrible. That's why Grow and I don't really play it anymore. I would love to keep playing that game, it's just the RNG is awful, and I personally was very concerned about the future of the game if it was worth me spending more time and money on it, because the native version shut down, and usually in like MMO history, that's never really been a good sign for other versions of the game, unless it's a success in China. There are a lot of games like this that are pretty much alive because they're successful in China. They make tons of money off the microtransactions and stuff, so you have like a US or international version like this that not that many people are playing, they'll still keep it up because the Chinese version is basically paying for it. I don't know if that's the case with Knights of Valor. It very well could be. Because when the PS4 officially launched in China, without like them having to buy it off the gray market, the Knights of Valor was like one of the things that was packaged with it. So I know they had a lot of people playing at the start. I don't know what the player retention was or anything, but I remember a couple years ago when it was actually legal to buy a PS4 in China and stuff, they had like a Knights of Valor pack. So maybe they're making a ton of money off that or something. I don't know. Dude, this boss has a fuck ton of health. I don't know. I've played other games like the original version of DFO, which were in maintenance mode for months, and then the game just randomly shuts down. I don't really want to invest more time and money in games like that anymore. I know this game isn't going anywhere. They seem to have a good relationship with the Korean developers, and there's enough whales playing this game that they'd be stupid to shut it down anytime soon, especially with all the stuff they've been trying to do with the community, like get more people in their partner program and stuff. Like, I know I can actually spend time on this and have it not be a waste, but Knights of Valor is really borderline, if you ask me. I like the gameplay in that game, it's just all the other systems surrounding it is what I dislike. They haven't done anything to fix it. Jeez, that took forever. Actually, I'm gonna do some RNG right now. I'm gonna try to get a core to plus 13. I have enough stuff to do it, I think. Now that they increased the rates for transcending up to level 3, I should actually try to get a plus 14 without sacrificing my my current core, because I don't really have any gaming budget left for the month. I'm broke on gaming budget until pretty much until the 1st, when I get paid from Patreon. So I can't spend any money on this to get more money, basically in-game money. Is there an online Muso game? There's the ancient one that has not been serviced in America for like ages. Area Games had that, and they're long gone. Game just said no. No, we're not gonna do that. That would be nice if this one just went up to 14, then I could just upgrade it right away. Not have to... Probably, I would risk getting plus 14 on my current one. I really don't have the in-game resources to risk it on my main weapon. No, they're trying to turn that game into a service game, but I just feel like it's too late to do that. They should have just done that from the start. and then just decloned characters gradually, probably the game would have gone over a lot better. Now they're just in a situation where they've like massively improved the game, but most people don't know. Because like there's really been barely any articles about any of the stuff that they've changed. I follow a lot of the niche gaming like news Twitter accounts and stuff, and like barely ever post anything about Dynasty Warriors 9. They could have easily just like sold like expansion packs for that, like over time, like seasonal, and not ship the game with. Actually, it would have still shipped with just as many clones, but at least they would actually be addressed at some point. Yeah, I'm glad I did not. I didn't bother to use my my main core, as the game is just not wanting to cooperate right now. Alright, well, I'm done with this game for now. Finished all my dailies and stuff. I'll figure out what I'm gonna do next.
Ready.
I'm playing like shit right now. I haven't played this for a couple days. Ah, the parry timing on that's really awkward. Well, they have, like, you know, the suits of the company breathing down their neck to innovate, but they don't give them the development cycle or the budget needed to do that. For what it's worth, Dynasty Warriors 9 has better combat than, like, any other open world game. Like, open world combat is usually like an afterthought. They focus on, like, all the other stuff, and the combat is just kind of there. Which is funny because most of those games are very repetitive, even more repetitive than, like, a Musou game is often claimed to be. Like, you have shitty mechanics and, like, a huge world that you can't, like, really interact with in a fun way. And I think people often forget that about Dynasty Warriors 9. Like, every other open world game has shit combat. All of them. Like, not a single one has good combat. Dynasty Warriors 9 combat does have a lot of problems, but it's still better than anybody else has done, especially the Western studios. Ah, the timing on that's awkward. Block it. That was so sick. Oh man, that's why this game is awesome. It's just fun to just play. You just turn it on and play it for a while. You don't even really have to have an objective. Now that he added these unlockable modes, it's fun to just like do a boss rush run. No, it's not. Yeah, Chidori's so hard to punish. She only has one move that you can punish her after. That's when she does that kick combo. This move here. Hit her from the back. I mean, if you want to play niche indie games, then you're not going to get them on PS4 most of the time, unless they have a publisher that can port them. This game actually does have a publisher, so last I talked to them, they said that maybe it'll be something that they consider, but that doesn't mean anything. This is also a really demanding game, despite how the graphics look, so I'm curious if they could even get it to run on a PS4. And you really need 60 FPS on this game. Some crappy like 30 FPS isn't going to cut it on this game, because there are a lot of elements of it that require precise timing. Like, I have a pretty decent gaming PC. If I run this on max settings, it actually does tax it quite a bit. Ah, I messed up. Overclock. How did he get out of that? Oh man, Yakuza Kiwami, man, that game was just pissing me off. Let's just add some big dude who doesn't stagger to anything, and then give you like no means to grind unless you go out of your way. Do like pixels of damage to something that doesn't ever stagger to anything. That fight was torture. I wanted to give it another chance, but then my PS Plus expired, so that was the end of that. And then I had a friend of mine tell me that the other bosses are like even worse. I was like, I'm done. Ah shit, my rider kick didn't come out in time. Ah, I love this game. That was fun. That was just a fun, chill boss rush run. I'm really glad in the beta period for this, where I was testing it, we actually asked him to add, like, you know, actual things to unlock, because that's one of the things this was sorely missing. You kind of just beat it, and that was it. Still needs work. There needs to be something else to unlock, like maybe give you like buffs or something for the upgrade points. I have like tens of thousands of upgrade points I have nothing to use it on because I played the game so much. But you can unlock the infinite super meter. I haven't actually done that yet. I might actually start working on that soon. That would be a super chill speedrun because the supers you get in this are like really broken. You get bullet time or just straight up invincibility with a super finisher. Amelia's super finisher is like really good. It's good for crowd control. It also takes off like half a chunk of the guard meter. So if you just pop it and you just try to get the guard meter down to like half, and then you do the Captain Corridor move, it almost always will guard crush them. Most of the time. I'm gonna play a little Bloody Palace, and then I'm gonna switch to something else. I don't know if a PS4 could run this, honestly. The optimization is not great. It's gotten better in the past few patches, but still a very demanding game. My PC is quite a bit more powerful than the PS4. I think it's actually better than the PS4 Pro. And that's not really saying much, but it does still tax my computer unless I turn down the settings. So they would have to get like a really good porting studio or something. This game is made by one person, so I don't really think it's in his ability to port it. I want this on the Switch. Honestly, I would play the shit out of this on the Switch. Oh, I didn't put tag mode on. No wonder I'm not switching out. He already did get funded. The game was published by Nisa. Yeah, this game was made by one person, and it's better than like anything a Western studio can do. It's both impressive and depressing at the same time. Game was made by one guy, and you have like AAA games that focus on melee combat, and the combat's terrible. And they have like hundreds of people working on those games, and like exponentially more resources than he did. This is one of my favorite character action games. I really like the mechanics. There are some things about it I don't like, but I like it enough I just turn it on and play it for a half hour. Honestly, it's probably not going to on PC. Back when they put this in early access, there was all the drama about this guy of 5. The PC version got delayed, like, indefinitely. That only came out, like, last month or something. This was in early access back in May, so... like, for 6 months that game got delayed. And then there was the East 8 PC port was a pile of shit and barely functioned. And then unfortunately, they dropped the early access for this around the same time as both of those things happening. So people did not want to support them. Even though people don't understand how video game development works, like, just because someone publishes something that you may not like doesn't mean that every game they make is made by the same people. This game was made by somebody who was working on it for a long time. I had been following him on Twitter for, like, it had to have been a year, and I guess what happened was they just noticed, the videos and stuff he was posting were getting a lot of traction. And I guess they published him at some point. But people see the Nippon Ichi Software America logo on the publisher, and they just automatically assume that the game doesn't work. But the game is also only available on Steam, and games like this get buried on Steam. Like 90% of games get buried on Steam because there's just too much crap on there. A game like this, as high quality as it is, just doesn't stick out. Most stuff on Steam doesn't these days, really. A lot of the stuff I play on the channel that's like an indie game or something, a lot of those games do really badly. And it's not really the fault of the developers, it's just Steam is a really, like, cutthroat place to release anything, really. They have, like, dozens and dozens of games on the store every day, and then there will be, like, maybe 1 or 2 a week tops that are, like, they even function. That anybody would like actually play for more than a few minutes. I got offered to be in the beta for Killer 7, but I turned them down because I don't really care for that game. I don't really know what I could really offer to them. I wouldn't enjoy playing it enough to beta test it for hours like I do with this. Alright, I'm starting to play pretty badly, so I'm gonna go ahead and play something else. I'm not very satisfied with my gameplay quality right now. Figure out what else I'm gonna do. So hold on. Okay, I think I'm going to transfer over to the Switch. So I need to move around some cables and stuff. Let me put something on really quick.
then, where are we off to battle at next?
Yeah, I was getting pissed off at Dragon Ball FighterZ off camera today, so I want to try and play this for a little bit.
Which Pokemon are you battling?
I like the matchmaking. I like how the ranked matches are best out of one, so you're not stuck fighting the same person forever.
What do you want to
The matches don't go on that long.
Okay, let's go.
Dragon Ball FighterZ just pisses me off. I can only play that game for like maybe an hour tops before I start getting really pissed off. I hate how that game has like no defensive options at all. You're stuck blocking forever and everything feels safe. It's so hard to punish anything.
Come on, Weavile. Which Pokemon do you want to tag for support? I'll round one. All right then, let's give it a shot. Too early to use your synergy burst. Deciding when to call in support is never easy, huh? You're starting to get the hang of this, eh? Keep it up. Enough power to fill your synergy gauge.
There we go.
Come on, Weavile. All right then, time for battle. Go show them what you're made of.
Round one.
First attacks are super powerful, but you can only use them once per burst. Incredible! You can find pretty much anything you need here. Your chest will pump, while your opponent's synergy gauge is increased. Your synergy gauge is still only half, but keep on block up now. Critical hit! Normal attacks are super effective against ground attacks. Your support gauge is full. Enough power to climb the synergy gauge is full. Now's your chance to use burst. Great done! Come on, Weavile. All right, let's have some more fun for the next round too. Now then, what'll it be?
Yeah, the announcer is pretty annoying. It's nice how the game doesn't like berate you for sucking or anything like that. Like, that's nice. Yeah, I got grabbed.
Did you forget? You can call in some support. Half HP. Your synergy gauge is already full. Don't get too worked up. Stay in control.
Nice.
The book battles are nice, but a fun match isn't bad either. Pick where you want to assign your skill points.
I hear people hate this game at a competitive level, but I honestly don't really care about that.
You earned a new title.
So far, I'm just enjoying just playing it. I can't say the same for Dragon Ball FighterZ. That game, man. You just get stuck blocking for an hour, and it's just like jack shit you can do about it. There's no push block. The reflect sucks. It doesn't do anything. They totally like made that game for like people who can't like handle zoning or any kind of defensive capabilities. But it just makes the game more frustrating to play. That's the problem. When you get stuck blocking forever and you can't like really do anything about it. There's also more people playing this than Dragon Ball FighterZ on Switch. But I do like just messing around with the combos and stuff in that game, so I'm glad I was able to get it for Black Friday yesterday.
All right, time for battle. Go show them what you're made of. Round 1. Land certain types of attacks, and you'll cause a phase shift. Your synergy gauge is still only half full. You're golden. Your synergy gauge is full. Now's your chance to use burst. Oh, looks like some power has appeared. Oh, that battle was awesome. Can I expect some more?
It's fun to play in small doses. It's just when you try to take that game seriously, it's just immensely frustrating.
Alright, now you're in duel phase. Let's keep our block up now. You're starting to get the hang of this, eh? Keep it up. Your opponent called in some support. Your synergy gauge is already full. Synergy gauge up. Your support gauge is low.
I mean, I like Rushdown. I just like when the game is actually balanced in a way that you can actually defend against that shit. I like that in not Dragon Ball FighterZ, but Marvel. Marvel had a really good push block, and the pressure was like really fun to deal with because of the tagging and stuff. And Dragon Ball is pretty much just block your heart out and then get hit once, and then get put into Oki, and then repeat. And you can't get somebody off you easily.
Alright then, time for battle. Go show them what you're made of. Round 1. Just do your thing and you'll be fine. Your opponent's synergy gauge has increased. Synergy gauge up. You've got more aim with your synergy gauge. Time to recalibrate your attacks from fetal phase. Wake up power to fill your synergy gauge. You're alright, now call in some support. Really taking away.
Ah, shit. That counters from both sides.
For that attack, you want to make your move after blocking. You haven't forgotten about support, have you? If you're in trouble,
Ah, bullshit, man. How did that hit? He's standing with the hitbox on that.
That other trainer is hot stuff. Now my
I don't know how to fight this guy.
your support. Round 2. You just gotta believe in your Pokemon and give it your fair share. Stage is full. Now's your chance to use Burst. Critical hit! Normal attacks are super effective against ground attacks. More HP, but don't get careless. Always feels good to snap you back into the field.
Nice. Now I have the X Factor.
Alright, the next round will decide the match.
Come back.
Finish off with your face final round. Alright then, let's give it a shot. Alright, now you're in the duel phase. Don't forget about blocking and side steps. You haven't forgotten about support, have you? If you're in trouble, call me from the pay. Your synergy gauge is full. I choose you! Let's leave the complicated stuff behind and just enjoy the battle. What about half? This is bad. You're alone. At this rate, get your head in the battle.
Why is my gauge not full? What the hell happened? Why did I lose my gauge? That shit was full like last round.
Energy gauge maxed out.
Weird.
Before your support gauge is full. Hey, don't forget about burst attack.
Ah, fuck.
Just a bit more, and you can hold the guard break. Not much time left. Your support gauge is full. I choose you.
Fuck that character. It's annoying. That counter is obnoxious. It just keeps spamming it. I don't know how to do anything about that. He just kept doing it like over and over. And I'd block it and it's still safe.
Defeat. Hey, keep up the good work. Pick where you want to assign.
Searching.
I don't even know what like half these Pokemon are. They're all from the new ones. I don't even know what the hell they are. I don't get why there's not more fighting type Pokemon in this. It's all just like random ones that don't even fit. Why don't they have like more of the fighting ones? That would be cooler.
Once your synergy gauge is full, your Pokemon can use its synergy burst. You'll want to jump out the way of attacks like that. Synergy gauge up.
Challenger.
I think you can grab it, yeah, but I'm not an expert on this game. I've only been playing it for like 5 hours. I don't know what I'm doing. It's like getting by on fundamentals, that's it.
Pokemon you want to have for support.
Round 1.
That Pokemon is sure to respond to whatever you ask of it. Hard to dodge. You're better off blocking. Your synergy gauge is still only half full. You're starting to get the hang of this, eh? That was a critical hit! Your synergy gauge is full! Now's your chance to use Burst! Synergy gauge up! Your opponent offers support! I don't think you can... Let's use a block up now! Your support gauge is full!
Wait.
up for the next battle.
Round 2. Fight!
You just gotta believe in your Pokemon and give it your very best. Your opponent called in some support. Normal attacks are useless against counterattacks. You're at about half HP. Be careful. You're not finished yet. Nice! You got the hang of the attack triangle. Time to recalibrate your field phase. You're good to use Synergy Burst anytime now. Your opponent's Synergy gauge has increased.
Alright, that just kills me outright.
Come on! The next round will decide the match. Your Pokemon looks ready to rock.
Final round.
All right then, let's give it a shot. Keep it up, you're golden. Oh, looks like some power. Cause a phase shift to straight, and you'll fill up your synergy gauge. Your synergy gauge is already full.
Nice.
Awesome! My cheering seems to have worked. Hey, keep up the good work.
Searching. A new challenger.
This guy's got 731 wins, alright.
All right then.
I'm sure this is going to go great.
You show them what you're made of.
I still don't know what I'm doing.
You've got a rank promotion on the line this time. Just the same, enjoy yourself like in every other battle.
Yeah, this guy doesn't fall for gap strings either.
Let's keep our block up now. When you're getting pinned down in a flurry of attacks, make sure to counter it. You haven't forgotten about support, have you? If you're in trouble, call in some help. You're losing HP. Time is really ticking away. Pick up power.
Dude, that rider kick was awesome. Pikachu is like a Mishima in this game. That's cool.
Too bad about that last round. You think they'll be using the same support the next round?
Round 2.
Just remember, the most important thing is to enjoy the battle. You've got the lead. Keep an eye out for any. Your opponent's synergy gauge has increased. You got some more power in your synergy. Your opponent called in some support. You're good to use Synergy Burst anytime now.
Damn. Yeah, a lot of the other fighting games on here on Switch are pretty much dead. I was surprised. I got this from Gamefly. I wasn't expecting to enjoy it that much, but it's pretty fun.
By the book battles are nice, but a fun match is a pick where
I thought this would be like the only first-party Nintendo Switch game that didn't have anybody playing it, but there actually are A lot of players still.
Searching.
Come on, let's all right then. Time for battle. Go show them what you're made of.
A new challenger.
Come on, Weavile. All right then. Time for battle. Go show them what you're made of.
Round 1.
You've got a rank promotion on the line this time. Just the same, enjoy yourself like in every other battle. Still too early to use your synergy burst. Your synergy gauge is full.
Oh, this character's obnoxious.
Let's keep that rock up now. Oh, looks like some power here. Pick that up to give us the all right. Let's have some more fun for the next round too. Now then, what'll it be?
Round 2.
All right then, let's give it a shot. Nice! Keep it up and you're golden. By picking up power. Uh-oh. Looks like you were hit with a negative status. Synergy gauge up.
Oh, that's fucking obnoxious, man. Like way above them, that still hits.
Critical hit. They're hitting you like a uh-oh. Looks like you were hit with a negative status.
Dude, come on. Why isn't he doing the X Factor? There. Oh, come on! Jeez.
The next round will decide the match. Finish off the
I hate characters like this that just run away.
My Weavile's cheering for you too.
I don't know how I'm supposed to, like, approach.
Keep an eye out for any openings. You've got the lead, but this isn't over till it's over. Synergy gauge up. Your synergy gauge is full. With burst activated, you can use super down.
Wow, that character's really obnoxious to fight. I know that character was like top tier, I think in the first version or something. I can see why. I think they've nerfed it like twice or something. Still really annoying to fight. Especially the character like this. I don't really have anything to deal with that. I can't like get up there quickly. Alright, well, that's a good stopping point. Let's see what else I feel like playing. Can get pissed off and play this, but I don't think I want to do that right now. I mean, like, as annoying as that match was, it was not that long, and it was only a best of one, so I didn't have to keep playing. Dragon Ball, he can, like, it just takes forever. I know in the latest patch they made it so that you can just keep rematching the same person, I guess because ranked means even less now that there's obviously less people playing. It's been like a year, almost a year. That was not worth it. Guess I'm gonna have to fight. No, you're gonna talk it out with a giant guts monster. Sure. Now I can get past all those bricks. There's a good chance we're gonna have to fight some mutants. Yeah, I've already fought thousands of them. Dude, these worms are like the most annoying enemy because they can't hit them. Their hitbox is too small. Try to farm some health. Okay, that is enough of that for now. This game's fun, especially since I only paid like $2 for it. It's $5 on sale for the Black Friday, and then I had like $3 in gold points, so it was like $2.03 or something. Now I feel like playing anything else. Let's see if anything's going on Twitch right now. I can send you guys over to. Arc Rebel's on. Dragon Ball World Tour is on. Yeah, I think I'm done for tonight. In the morning, I'll probably come back and do closers dailies, and I'll probably play some more Blaster Master. If I've enjoyed what I've played so far, it's not like the game is particularly difficult, but there's supposed to be like some kind of hard mode later on. I don't really like the combat enough to even care about that, so I'll probably finish the game and then I'll look into buying some of the DLC. I hear Gunvolt is like the most fun to play out of the DLC characters. In terms of stuff people are more interested in watching, the not Dynasty Warriors, but the Warriors Orochi 4 DLC should be dropping on Wednesday night, if not Thursday morning. I think when the first DLC came out, we got it quite a bit later on PC than they got it on console, so I will be doing that towards the middle of next week. I'll probably do some warm-up to play it again. I haven't really been playing that game much for a while. I've been so burnt out on it. But that's what to look forward to for now. I will see you guys in the morning. Peace.